How does Air New Zealand do on regional flights? Join me today as we find out by taking a flight on the ATR down to Palmerston North on this hectic day. Welcome to Auckland Airport Domestic Terminal, as we make our way to check-in for today's flight in the Air New Zealand regional operated side of the terminal. Check-in was extremely easy, as you're able to do it online or at the kiosk. I didn't record this, but after check-in, bag drop was only able to be done via the self-bag drop kiosk. However, for everyone with a checked bag included with the fare, the machine didn't work, and the Air New Zealand staff had to manually check the bags in. We then head out towards our gate as our flight NZ5109 was on time. This side of the terminal provides as a boarding gate for flights using gate 34 to 50 for regional flights. This includes Air New Zealand, Air Chatham and Barrier Air.
Thank you very much. Hello, how are you?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
At this time the boarding process was quick. Just a shame it's a bit of a walk to the gate, as our gate today is gate 48, one of the furthest away. What do you get? This is our aircraft today, ZK-MVO, which at the time of recording is a 10.5-year-old ATR 72, which was originally bought by Air New Zealand subsidiary airline, Mount Cook Airlines, who have now ceased operations. ATR. It's Palmerston North, yeah?
Perfect, thank you. Good afternoon.
Hey.
Lovely, 5
The aircraft is an all economy class standard 2-2 configuration and can seat 68 passengers, with my seat for today being 5D. It contains a seat pocket to store your things, a standard tray table that moves forwards and backwards, with another document storage pocket containing the safety card, sick bags, and Air New Zealand in-flight magazine. It's good to see Air New Zealand are still providing physical in-flight magazines. It also shows on the map the flight distances for all domestic flights in the Air New Zealand network, which I thought was a good touch. There were no headrests today on the ATR, which isn't really needed to be fair, as most flights are short. The seats reclined by pulling the tab here on the end of the armrest, and overall quite decent legroom, as I'm 5'11" and never really felt cramped on the flight. Also, I had a great view of the prop engine in my seat 5D.
Finish up the front here, we're waiting for the engineers to come on board and take a quick look. Once that's complete, we'll be underway. Taking off to the southwest, we'll make a climbing left-hand turn to a cruising altitude of 16,000 feet. Flight time today just on 60 minutes. A few light bumps as we make the initial climb out of Auckland here through this cloud layer. Once we're through that and established in the cruise, we are expecting nice smooth conditions right the way through to Itami. The weather there currently a light southwesterly breeze, but a scattered cloud about temperature of 24 degrees. I'll get back to you in the cruise today with some updated weather conditions and our time of arrival. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and we appreciate your patience while we get the engineering issues sorted.
At this point, it's been 20 minutes since we've boarded, so we got offered water whilst the engineers try to fix the problem. Fast forward, it's been 30 minutes since we boarded, and the plane next to us has already disembarked and embarked new passengers.
The engineering issue that we were trying to resolve, one of the smoke detectors in the aft of the aircraft is not working. As you can imagine, it is a critical item that we need functioning on board the aircraft before we can depart. We do have some spare parts that we're trying to locate. Unfortunately though, we won't have them in time for the service to depart to Palmerston North, so decision has been made to cancel this service. At this stage we're just getting ground staff out to the aircraft, and we'll have you all deplane and head into the terminal to collect your bags. If you head to counter 1 or check your Air New Zealand app, I think people behind the scenes at the moment are working on getting you rebooked onto the next services into Palmerston North. We do apologise for this inconvenience. I can assure you we tried our best to resolve the issue in a timely manner. Unfortunately, it's just not possible right now. Any questions, just talk to the cabin crew in the rear or counter deck.
And just like that, our flight got cancelled. I realise these things do happen, just an unlucky situation, especially when the aircraft has already done 3 or 4 flights already on that day. We weren't in a rush or anything, fortunately. Either way, we got rebooked to a new flight automatically, NZ5105, which is a flight scheduled 3.5 hours after our original flight was set to depart. In the meantime, I went outside of the terminal and did some plane spotting at the car park, which you can see in the video already up on my channel. It'll be linked below if you want to check it out. Now back in the terminal, our flight NZ5105 is up on the board with a 15-minute delay. An important thing to note is that there's no passenger screening on regional flights in New Zealand, so it's a bit dangerous to be honest, and that should get changed. Soon enough, we're back again boarding at the furthest away gate, gate 43. Here are the flight stats for today's flight. This is our new aircraft today, the ZK-MVO. This is the 8-year-old ATR 72 delivered to subsidiary airline Mount Cook in December 2015.
Charles speaking on behalf of my colleague, Mr. Officer Chris Cooper and myself. Very warm welcome aboard this flight 510 very shortly underway to Palmerston North. We'll be taking you off to the south-west. Climb the cruise altitude 16,000 feet, left turn now, initially called Hamilton, slight turn, bring to Palmerston, flight time of around 55 minutes. Weather there, not a bad evening. Flight south-west for around 8 knots, scatter cloud, be underway very shortly.
We've already covered the seat features in the economy class ATR cabin, except for this flight I am sitting in 15A. So please enjoy this taxi and takeoff footage. As we've taken off, we promptly get a cup of water, which was good service. Soon after, we got our snack service, which was either a vegan cookie or gluten-free fudge, which I thought was a bit strange to have no normal options, but I guess it's a cost saver. This service was also partnered with a tea or coffee, and I opted with the tea. The vegan cookie was actually really good though, and made by the New Zealand company Cookie Time. Overall, a really good snack service from Air New Zealand.
Just a tip knot, southwesterly breeze, no real cloud, and temperature's nice at 24 degrees Celsius. Pleasure bringing you through to Palmerston. Wish you all a very pleasant evening.
Air New Zealand always offer a courtesy hard lolly at the end of their service, and it's always a great touch. Please enjoy this landing footage into Part B. As we taxi to the gate, I'll conclude today's video and give you guys my rating overall. I'll give my rating through 5 different categories. To start with, the Air New Zealand process was quite quick and easy, but obviously the issue in the self-bag drop was annoying where we had to wait to get staff to manually check the bags in for us. I feel like the boarding process with many flights using the same boarding gate at once at busy times for their flight is quite disorganised as well. And of course the issue with the flight being cancelled was pretty annoying, but to be promptly put on another flight on the same day was alright. No compensation though, which I thought was poor. This was apparently due to this issue not being the airline's fault. Next, the ATR seat was alright, pretty basic with good legroom, pretty perfect for a short regional flight. The in-flight experience was probably the best thing about this flight. For a short regional flight, the service with the water and snack service was great from the flagship carrier. Quite clear communication from the crew, especially when we got that cabin issue that forced the flight to get cancelled as well. Next, the aircraft is really good. The ATR is a perfect aircraft for Air New Zealand's regional network, as it can fly a good range and is fuel efficient. Hence, the ATR is the most abundant aircraft in the airline's fleet, with 29 currently and 2 still on order. For fees, I paid $141 with the seat and bag fee, which was more than the normal day as this was the peak Christmas period. On a regular day, however, you can get a seat for as cheap as $70 without a bag, which is great value for a regional flight on a flagship carrier. It would be good to see Qantas do this, as currently regional flights on the Dash 8 are significantly more expensive. Overall, apart from the cancellation, this was a really good flight from Air New Zealand down to Palmerston North. 100% will do again, and hopefully next time it doesn't cancel. Thank you for watching today's trip report. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and also subscribe, as we got so many spotting compilation and more trip reports lined up. Anyways, safe travels and goodbye.